Assalomu alaykum. Navbatdagi shadowing darsiga xush kelibsiz. Present tenses section 5. Which do you hear, affirmative or negative?
My parents have been to America. My parents have been to America.
Have been to America.
Alice hasn't told us about it. Alice hasn't told us about it.
Hasn't.
Tess hasn't telephoned. Tess hasn't telephoned.
Hasn't.
The players have trained every day. The players have trained every day.
Have trained.
Chris has turned off his computer. Chris has turned off his computer.
Has turned off.
My kids haven't tried to learn Greek. My kids haven't tried to learn Greek.
Haven't.
Max has taken his mother with him. Max has taken his mother with him.
Has taken.
My niece hasn't changed her job. My niece hasn't changed her job.
Hasn't changed.
Charles has done the shopping. Charles has done the shopping.
Charles is done.
Grace hasn't travelled a lot. Grace hasn't travelled a lot.
Hasn't. Which do you hear, present perfect or simple past?
He's worked in different countries. He's worked in different countries.
His.
It rained for weeks. It rained for weeks.
It.
They passed all their exams. They passed all their exams.
They.
We've closed the windows. We've closed the windows.
We've.
You put the car keys somewhere. You put the car keys somewhere.
You.
I've lost my glasses. I've lost my glasses.
I've.
She studied Latin. She studied Latin.
She.
We've heard the news. We've heard the news.
We've.
They've travelled everywhere. They've travelled everywhere.
They've.
What happened? What happened?
Saying sentences been and gone. Bu yerda gaplarni talaffuz qilamiz.
The dentist's already. Gone to the dentist's already. Has Jemima gone to the dentist's already?
For ages. Jogging for ages. James has been jogging for ages.
To the hairdresser's. Been to the hairdresser's. Mark hasn't been to the hairdresser's.
To France. Been to France. Your friend's been to France. Have your friends been to France?
To Rio. Gone to Rio. Michael hasn't gone to Rio.
With the children. To the park with the children. Claire's gone to the park with the children.
To the doctor's. Been to the doctor's. Has Stephen been to the doctor's?
Been swimming. The students have been swimming. All the students have been swimming.
Gone shopping. Sean hasn't gone shopping.
With the money. The bank with the money. Gone to the bank with the money. Liz has gone to the bank with the money.
Which word has the strongest stress? Pam's been playing the guitar since she was 10.
No, she's been playing the piano. No, she's been playing the piano.
Henry's been travelling in Asia this month.
No, he's been travelling in Africa. No, he's been travelling in Africa.
Mary's been painting her house since August.
No, she's been painting it since July. No, she's been painting it since July.
We've been driving for 2 hours.
No, we've been driving for 3 hours. No, we've been driving for 3 hours.
Billy's been painting the house for days.
No, he's been painting for weeks. No, he's been painting for weeks.
Carla's been working in Oxford for some time.
No, she's been working in Cambridge. No, she's been working in Cambridge.
Simon's been out cycling since 10 o'clock.
No, he's been walking since 10 o'clock. No, he's been walking since 10 o'clock.
Helen's been writing letters all day.
No, she's been writing postcards. No, she's been writing postcards.
They've been working here since June.
No, they've been working here since May. No, they've been working here since May.
He's been teaching Spanish for years.
No, he's been teaching Portuguese. No, he's been teaching Portuguese.
Next, which do you hear has lived, has have, or had?
Has Sarah forgotten her keys? Has Sarah forgotten her keys? Had somebody told you about it? Had somebody told you about it? Have they paid the telephone bill? Have they paid the telephone bill? Have you locked the back door? Have you locked the back door? Had the film already begun? Had the film already begun? Had the students gone home? Had the students gone home? Has Stephanie cut her hair? Has Stephanie cut her hair? Has Stephanie cut her hair? Had the twins played tennis before? Had the twins played tennis before? Have the shops already closed? Have the shops already closed? Had Sam done the shopping? Had Sam done the shopping?
Which do you hear, past perfect or simple past?
When I went to Egypt, I'd had some Arabic lessons. When I went to Egypt, I'd had some Arabic lessons. When he got home, they locked the front door. When he got home, they locked the front door. When it started to rain, I'd closed all the windows. When it started to rain, I'd closed all the windows. When I went into the room, he switched off the radio. When I went into the room, he switched off the radio. When the waiter brought the bill, I'd put the money on the table. When the waiter brought the bill, I'd put the money on the table. When we sat down to watch the film, it had started. When we sat down to watch the film, it had started. When I opened the tin, they'd finished all the biscuits. When I opened the tin, they'd finished all the biscuits. When she went to complain, he'd turned down the music. When she went to complain, he'd turned down the music. When she went to complain, he'd turned down the music. When my mother married, she stopped going to work. When my mother married, she stopped going to work. When she arrived at the party, he'd left. When she arrived at the party, he'd left.
Review. What's the fifth word?
It had been snowing for 4 weeks. It had been snowing for 4 weeks.
It had been snowing for 4 weeks.
Has he tidied all the papers in his office? Has he tidied all the papers in his office?
Has he tidied all the papers in his office?
Have you spoken to them yet? Have you spoken to them yet?
Have you spoken to them yet?
The builders have already done a lot of work today. The builders have already done a lot of work today.
The builders have already done a lot of work today.
When I arrived at the shop at 5:30, it had closed. When I arrived at the shop at 5:30, it had closed.
When I arrived at the shop at 5:30, it had closed.
What have you been doing all afternoon? What have you been doing all afternoon?
What have you been doing all afternoon?
Many of the teachers have gone on holiday. Many of the teachers have gone on holiday.
Many of the teachers have gone on holiday.
She was sure she had seen the man before. She was sure she had seen the man before.
She was sure she had seen the man before.
Anna didn't know if anyone had told Jim. Anna didn't know if anyone had told Jim.
Anna did not know if anyone had told Jim.
I got out of the car and closed the door. I got out of the car and closed the door.
I got out of the car and closed the door. Bugünkü dersimiz shu yerda tugadi. Keyingisigacha xayr.